In today's video, we are going to be playing a GRIXIS Tempo list. Now, today's deck was conceived because I really wanted to play a card called Rogue Class. And if you're not familiar with Rogue Class, essentially we're going to be stealing a card off the top of our opponent's library every single time our creatures land and attack. And on level 3, if we can get this thing to level 3, we're going to be using those cards as our own to hopefully beat our opponent with their own win cons. Now, this deck has, some great creatures like Fairy Vandal and Lizard Blades to not only scale upwards over time, but also attack, twice per turn with a double strike to then generate double value. And of course, because we want to stick to some sort of theme like the Rogue Class here, we've also got things like Sticky Fingers, Security Bypass, and Kato, all things to help, our creatures get more elusive to land those attacks, also generating us more value on those attacks with things like treasures and drawing cards. So there's going to be a ton of explosive value over time as we're hitting our opponent's face, and we're hopefully going to outvalue them in the end game and beat them with their own win cons. There's going to be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. And in the meantime, there's a list in the links down below in the description if you guys want the full deck list. And if you like content just like this, don't forget to hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. Both of those go a very long way, and they're also free ways to help support the channel. And with that being said, guys, enjoy the games. We'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace. Be sure to check out the new Swayze shop that just went live. Get yourself a really cool community-inspired t-shirt, all while helping support the channel. Links to the shop will be down below in the description. And with that being said, enjoy the games. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another banger of a video. We're going to be playing a GRIXIS build that focuses on a tempo style of gameplay where we get creatures down early and then we look to just scale them upwards. At the same time, we're looking to generate treasures. We're looking to do a lot of really fun things with this deck that I think you guys are going to enjoy. This opening hand to keep. We don't have a lot of mana. Our curve is not very high, so we don't need a lot of mana to work with here. But yeah, we're looking to deal damage to our opponent's face, connive, generate treasures, draw cards, get our creatures bigger through those types of effects. It's going to be very, very cool. I think we can kick things off with a Lizard Blade here. I don't think we're going to be too afraid of removal on this particular turn. Very nice. And look to get some treasures. And these treasures are going to go a long way for us. Oh, no. Do they have an... There's no way, right? I guess they can sack their Dryad as an instant speed type of effect. That's unfortunate. Wow. That is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and put this on the Lizard Blades then. That's tough. That is tough. I needed that. I really did. All right, that can go. And this can go. All right, so now we're a 2-2, and now we have a Fairy Vandal, which is really nice because, drawing all the cards and all that stuff. Stomper, pretty brutal. Man, I can't believe they countered that. I love that card too, man. You never see Decisive Denial anywhere, so I'm super happy to see that card. That's kind of cool. All right, we get in for an attack here. Knife. I'm so sorry you guys hear the screaming going on right now. There's a lot of people over at the moment. So, all right. And then we get the draw effects, which is really helpful. And I think we just hold the power word kill and look to kill maybe the Stomper. It's not a threat at the moment. It's not going to be for a while. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry. I have my son and his cousins are all over. They're always over here. Our house is kind of the hangout. So there's always kids over here screaming and yelling. All right, they get another land, which does make the Stomper actually available for attacking now. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. We'll be seeing you. We will be seeing you. And we get to draw cards now as well as connive. So we're looking for like negate and things like that so we can protect the Lizard Blades. There's not much they can do here, man. They're in trouble. They are in trouble. Not bad, not bad. I think we just drop the land here. Say go, and then they say nice. I should say thanks. I don't. Too late. I have a removal spell. That's annoying, but I get right by that. So this is GG's. It looks like. Looks like that was a pretty clean victory, honestly. Lizard blades for the W, man. Very clean victory. And they can't block, so let's go ahead and steal their cards while we're at it, just to show them what we were going to do in the late game. Just to show them a little bit of what we were going to do in the late game. We were going to start stealing their cards, and we were going to hopefully use those treasures that they screwed us over on in the beginning to then pay for the rogue class to get higher and higher. So very good victory though. I'll take it. I'm enjoying this now because this deck, I'm not gonna lie guys, we're at 93%. We were at 98 earlier. We got absolutely trounced in the ladder for a while. I was trying to tune this deck and it took a very long time to get it dialed in, but we've now won 3 in a row and I'm feeling really good about this. So we'll see. All right, what do we got here? Do we want to play this out first, followed by this, and then connive, or do we want to focus on lizard blades? I'm actually going to go with this play because we do need double black for downfall, so I think getting that ready is going to be key. World tree. Oh boy. World tree, huh? Man, sticky fingers would be so good if I find a red source off the top on this next play and we could throw it down on the fairy vandal right away. That would be so good. Add colorless, add mana of any color, spend this mana to cast pilot or vehicle spells. What? Vehicle spells when... Okay, this is strange. Very strange. I've never seen anyone run the world tree with the vehicle deck. Not too sure what that's about. All right, we're gonna connive though, hopefully hitting a land drop. We do hit a land drop. Beautiful. We drop this because we can get it back later. No harm, no foul. And we now have Hero's Downfall. Things are going perfectly right now. Now we just have to find a red source, and then from there we have treasures for days. Okay, unfortunate. Well, guess we'll do this. Guess we'll do this. Come on, land. Ah, come on. I mean, 2 removal spells though at instant speed, not exactly something to be too upset about. We can kill off these mechs when they come down, so. All right, well, they're doing a pretty good job of just removing all my stuff, which is really annoying. All right, Lizard Blades is in though. Feeling good about that. Also feeling good about Power Word Kill, so we'll hold that open. No rush to get the rogue class out just yet. We had a very beautiful thing going here for a minute, but opponent just derailed that pretty hard. All right, now their mana is going to tap for a lot, and we got to be ready for that. Okay, so definitely going here. And definitely going here. All right, now we got a Crawling Barrens and a Mech Hanger. Not in a rush to pump that up just yet. Let's wait. Let's use this treasure for more of a removal type situations here. I'm sure they're gonna play some sort of pilot here soon. There we go. That's gonna allow them to crew quite a bit, and it's gonna deal a lot of damage, so you gotta be ready to just spot remove these things off the face of the earth. These crew for 4. Okay. We don't care about the cats. We care about the gosh darn mechs that come down in their place. I think they're thinking about whether or not to play defensively or aggressively here. This thing crews for 1 as flying. It's a 3/2. I don't really care too much about that, if I'm being honest. I care about that though. I do care about that. All right, we got to get rid of it. Unfortunately, it's a problem, but all right, well, hopefully we can beat them with their own deck. We are running out of value here, so hopefully we can beat them down with their own deck. Okay, that was unfortunate, but you know what? They are tapped out, so they do give us a lot more mana, and we have a negate now. That's helpful. And what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Automaton, getaway car. Whenever a getaway car attacks or blocks, return up to one target creature crewed to the owner's hand. Okay, well, it's something. We do get some mana too to play, so this is nice. This is nice, and we'll end our turn. We have Hero's Downfall, so we can protect our life total here a little bit. And now we're officially playing with the opponent's cards, which is super helpful. I guess we have to negate that because that's going to exile our stuff, which we can't allow. So let's just get rid of it. I'm gonna have to take a pretty big hit, unfortunately, from our opponent this turn, but ultimately being able to negate the limousine is pretty important. All this treasure we're generating is so helpful, but I think we're just a little behind here on power. I mean, they're scaling so hard here with this, with all these mechs that can deal 7 damage a pop. It's crazy. Crazy. They have something in response. I mean, it's probably just their crewing of mechanics, but I mean, I still have Hero's Downfall, so I'm feeling okay right now. And they go for the Seeker's Chariot, which I thought might be the case here because, you know, the Chariot, they can copy the cat, and they do want to get more bodies on the field, it feels like. But if I can find a way, if I can get like a bypass, man, we're going to be in good shape here. Okay, I'm so confused why they do it that way. They can crew this for 4, so why crew the cat and then crew that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I don't know, but it's fine. It leaves the lane open again for another attack, so that's cool. We get 2 more cards off of their deck, which can change the whole scheme of what we're trying to do here. That's nice. It gains us life. All right, let's go with this. Automaton. Circuit Mender. And getaway car. No, getaway car. No. All right, let's play this out, and then we have enough for the Hero's Downfall. I think that's fine. We're gaining a bunch of life here. We're dealing damage, and now we finally have enough mana to hold the Hero's Downfall open with the treasures. So we're feeling pretty good. They got 1 card off the top of their deck. Let's see what that card turns out to be. And we're beating them with their own deck, so this is really fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing their cards here. So why are they looking at their land so much? I mean, they can create treasures. Okay. They're going to try to close this game out here by going over the top. But I have some blockers and Hero's Downfall, so we should be able to be all right here. If we block with the Circuit Mender, it will draw us a card, so that's also helpful. Circuit Mender is a great card. They find a Circuit Mender themselves. That's a lot of life gain, man. They get the life gain from the Mender and the Forsaken Monument. That's tough. That's tough. Well, we're not out of the woods, that's for sure. This is still a very close game. This thing does what now? It says whenever it becomes accrued up to 1 other vehicle you control becomes a artifact creature at the end of turn. Wow. Okay. Well, part of me wants to use the Downfall on this, and part of me wants to use it on this. These have Menace. This is tricky, man. This is so tricky. They're trying to close, that's for sure. Yeah, we have to maximize. I mean, these got to block like this regardless. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I could take 6 or I could take 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of this. They GG'd pretty early there. They didn't know what I had in hand, so pretty interesting that they GG'd that soon. It's a lot more cards I get to draw off of their deck. You never know. You never know. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. That is not enough either. Let's get this down. I mean, we can try. We can try to make something happen here. Might as well, right? Unload the hand here. So we've got a 1/1 that can crew up a 4/3 to block. But that's not going to be enough. If they crew up, it has menace. It's a 7/7, and we're dead. This crew's for 3. Well, I guess I could crew up with this and then use that to crew up this and then that. Okay, and maybe, I mean, there's a chance here. Let's see. Let's just see how this pans out. I forgot about that ability for them to just crew something up. Yeah, we lost this one. That's unfortunate. What a fun game, though, man. This was a really fun game. We almost had it, too. We almost had it. If we could have just had a bypass this entire time, like, this would have been an easy closeout. But unfortunately, not able to get the job done. Here comes the attack. The GG's, man. So annoying. These are the types of players I really wish we could beat, but it is what it is. Crew this up. Crew this up. Which then allows us to crew this up. And we take 7 regardless, unless, well, we'll take 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we have to block in the air, and then we have to block down low, and then we just lose the game. Unfortunate, man. We tried. We tried our best. Man. That was fun, though. That was fun. We almost pulled it out. The cards just were not landing for us, unfortunately. We got to play the rogue class out and max it out, too, which was really fun. But good game. Yeah, I can't lie. That was a fun game. It happens. I mean, the artifacts were doing their thing. That's pretty good. Man. Good game, though. Good game. All right, let's see what we got here. Kicking things off with a 1-drop, which is nice. We have the mana to do it. And Kato. Okay, this is not bad. We can keep this. We can keep this. We have some removal. Okay. And our removal does hit planeswalkers, so that's nice. That is nice. Let's focus up here. Gaining the life, dealing some damage. They have the Cave of the Frost Dragon, so probably going to be Bant. Okay, Azorius color so far. Gotta imagine it's Bant if they're running things like the Giada's Gift. All right, I actually love the Lizard Blades here. This card is so clutch in this deck. I didn't realize how good the Lizard Blades could be for us. But man, they are solid. Good chance our opponent is going to be running Doomscar, just something to keep in mind. But Doomscar doesn't hit Kato, so that's nice. Absence. Oh, that's lame. All right, well, I still attacked this turn, so I still get to draw a card, which is helpful. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. My apologies. All right, we get to draw a card. Pretty helpful there. They got the Cat Geist, which is also great. Nice. We get Sticky Fingers. This is all good stuff, man. Sticky Fingers is gonna go on to our 2/2, creating us treasures. And we're gonna keep drawing cards with Kato. Hopefully, that's the goal, at least. Let's see if we can get some treasures out of this deal. Clearly, again, they're running removal. I've got to imagine that's got to be a Doomscar they're sitting on, or Saw It Coming or something like that. We'll see. Either way, we get a treasure off of that, and we're drawing some cards. We're sitting pretty nice. Thanks. The bypass. I'm gonna hang on to the bypass. Good chance we need to put it onto the Cat Geist because this might die if they hit another land here. They do. So Doomscar could be coming out. It is. We get to draw a card. Pretty happy that we waited on the bypass there. Get to draw a card because of Sticky Fingers. I mean, the card draw mechanics in this deck are solid. Everything we do essentially is drawing us cards. Lizard Blades. There you are. Looks like Hero's Downfall is going to make a play because they have Planeswalkers, but I don't know. Who knows? What I'm going to do here now, though, is I think I'm going to play out the Catgeist. And then put the bypass on the Catgeist. Might be worth it. I hope it's worth it. We might get blown up here. Good chance we get blown up. We'll see. And then just as a backup, let's go ahead and put out the Ninja. In case this does get removed off the battlefield, I do want to make sure we have something out here that can get Kato to draw some cards. Keep the cards coming, man. We just got to keep it flowing. We have a Hive we can play later too. I probably should have played the Hive there tapped. If we would have counted out the mana there, we would have been able to figure out that we didn't really need it. This is huge. They didn't do anything. And we've got the bypass on the cat, which is going to draw us cards. So this is going to be a big turn for us here. All right, here we go. Connive. Shoot, so many lands. I didn't want to have to get rid of a land there. I was hoping to get rid of something better. Wow. Stick fingers, we want that. Sticky fingers. I keep saying stick fingers. All right, let's draw a card here. I mean, look at how many cards we're getting, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. All right, we'll put this on you. That way we get extra treasure. Sigarda Splendor does nothing for them, so that was basically them taking an entire turn off, so letting us set up even further, which I really am happy about. No Doomscar, love it. Okay, here we go. Let's just rinse, repeat here, yeah. Still holding the Hero's Downfall just in case we get hit with the Wandering Emperor here. I gotta imagine that's probably gonna make a play. There it is. Yep. It can only take one of these though, so. Say goodbye to the Catgeist.
Now you've done it.
You know what though? I may actually want to Hero's Downfall. No. If I Hero's Downfall my own cat, I draw a card and I get the Catgeist back in the flashback. But I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's necessary. I think that's a little extra. All right, we gotta do some. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Okay, let's draw a card. They're gonna get an extra. Oh, that's pretty good. They're gonna get an extra card, unfortunately, off of the Sigarda Splendor, which is pretty annoying. And we'll go here. And we'll probably just look to cycle out Xander's Lounge this turn. I think that's fair. I think that's fine. We got the double strike Lizard Blades, so we're doing the thing. 2 cards from Sigarda though. That's pretty tough. Pretty tough. Hard for us to get this damage through though, man. Whenever we play a control deck, I knew this would probably be one of the harder decks for us to beat because, you know, just removing everything out the battlefield, which is pretty annoying. But we do have the Hive, so I'm hoping the Hive can get us there. That's a really good find in this particular matchup. Really good find. We're going to play it out. Hopefully it sticks. Could get negated. No, it sticks. All right. Is there a reason I want to attach the Lizard Blades to the Ninja? Probably not, right? Probably not. Okay, we're going to get 3 cards with the Rogue class here, which is so helpful. If I can find a Planeswalker, that'd be really nice. Slip out the back. That plays really well with our deck. Oh, an Elspeth. All right, let's go. Let's just get this thing going. Let's get this thing going, huh? Auto pay. No hesitation. No hesitation. All right, now if I could just survive, if I can, when I say survive, I mean the Rogue class. If the Rogue class can just stay on the battlefield for this one extra turn, there's no reason we should lose this game. We have all the cards we can ask for from our opponent's deck. We have Slip Out the Back, and of course they have Farewell. So there goes that. There goes that idea. Oh, that was a quick quick, unfortunately. Okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Sticky fingers. Let's go. We have lethal this next turn if they can't do anything about the hive. That's unfortunate. I would have really loved to beat them down with their own Elspeth here. You know, putting some counters on our own creatures. That'd been really cool, but I mean, a win's a win. We'll take it where we can get it. Elspeth is probably going to minus here, I would imagine. Okay, super strange. That's game. What if they have Fading Hope? That would be so annoying. Fading Hope would be so annoying. They have something. They do have something. Wow. Crazy. They darn it. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna get another Kato in. Draw a card. Phase out, and we're looking pretty solid still. We still have the hive on the battlefield. It's phased out. I wonder if when it becomes, you know, unphased and it comes back in the next turn, I wonder if it's going to be on the battlefield still. That would be great. Wow. This turns sideways very quickly. This went this went south fast. All right. All right. Let's give it a try again. Let's see if we can get some damage through here. Well, I can still attack. Here's the thing, right? The damage isn't really important at this point. We're not killing the opponent anytime soon. The negate will be really important, I think, later down the road. And I'm looking for a hero's downfall, right? So card draw here is going to be kind of everything for us. We can still attack in with the lizard blades, which should be fine. Kato's ability is busted at this point in the game too. Bypass, not what we're looking for, unfortunately. We're looking for a kill spell. Looking for a kill spell. That's not it, Chief. That is not it, Chief. All right, let's get this down. We'll probably just block with the cat. That way we can get it back and put it onto one of our creatures. They can give flying, though, to the Elspeth. I think, right? Yeah, they can give flying. They give vigilance. That's good. So we can block with the cat instead of our fairy vandal, which is nice. They're gaining so much life, though, which is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. All right. Can we still win this game, man? What a turn of events we just got hit with. It's so bad how badly we just got destroyed by that thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this on the fairy vandal. Put this on the fairy vandal. Put this on the fairy vandal. Now we've got a really good beatdown machine here in this vandal, but now we've got to find the kill spell. I guess attaching the cat to the vandal would have been a good play too, though. Shoot, probably should have done that. All right, we're running out of fairy vandals. Oh, let's go. We finally found it. All right, that should lock it up. That should definitely lock it up. I say that, but we'll see. We will see. All right, we hit him again for another 4 and create another treasure. Get another fairy vandal. I mean, the squad is rolling now. Hopefully no slip out the back here. I mean, if they do have slip out the back, I have a negate, so no thank you. Back-to-back test of talents there would have been so bad. Would have been so bad. All right, we're gonna draw a card. And it's another negate. Oh my god, it couldn't have been a better card. That could not have been a better card. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. All right, we got it down to 21. They've got plenty of land creatures, though, that can come in and do some stuff. I have a 3/4 flyer, though, and I'm willing to chump. Do I want to chump this right now? Because these are all going to get really, really big. Yeah, we probably should chump just to be safe. I don't want to risk it. All right. All right, let's go ahead and full send this. No, do we want to full send the squad or just? No, we can't full send. We gotta have at least one blocker available for the Hall of the Storm Giants and whatnot. So let's just go ahead and do it like this. Oh, okay, I like that. Kato can go. We've already got so many Katos going off here doing their things. And Fairy Vandal triggers again. We have nothing. We have nothing. Power Word Kill, not bad. Bypass can go. We have plenty of those. And what else? Ranger class. That's right. There we go. Ranger class is down. We draw a card. I mean, just look at the value we have here. This is so crazy. And we still have plenty of mana, man. So much mana. We have all these treasures to work with. All right, let's end our turn and hold the negate and the Power Word Kill. Both of them could be relevant. You never know if they play a Planeswalker and give it the Giada's Gift. We have options. They say good game. Is that going to lock it up? It does. Oh my goodness. What a game it was. My goodness. Oh, this is so much fun. This deck is so much fun. Man, that was a fun one. That Elspeth. That Elspeth had me a little scared. I can't lie. That's such a good card. Elspeth is such a fun Planeswalker. I need to play more Elspeth. Who knows? Maybe we'll look into Elspeth next game. Our next video. This is a keep for sure. We got the Fairy Vandal with the Kato, so should be pretty good. Red, black, blue. Okay, perfect. We'll go blue here. We'll go red. Ooh, we'll actually go black just in case. I doubt we're gonna use Power Word Kill, but you always want to give yourself the option of both. So let's see. There's almost nothing they could have played on turn 2 that I think I would have used that on, but just in case. All right, Fairy Vandal's in. Come on, Fairy Vandal, land an attack here. Nope, it doesn't even land. Oh, okay, it does land an attack. Nice. Very nice. That means the Kato's going to draw us a card. And we waited to play Kato too on the second main phase here, just because if they would have seen us play Kato first and then attacked, they may have considered not allowing that attack to go through. So I'm glad we went that direction. And now our opponent plays the Fable. Very good card, but very annoying card. Draw a card. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and I think just kill this. I don't want them getting any treasures. Treasures are pretty problematic. They're playing Jund. Gotta imagine some Planeswalkers coming out here pretty soon. It could be Sacrifice, could be Reanimator. Don't know yet. Cathartic Pyre and Fable both kind of point to. Oh, it is Reanimator. I didn't even see these two cards. They got Stick Fingers and Titan of Industry. Okay. We don't like that. Nice. The Hive is so clutch because we can start to exile their graveyard. That's gonna be huge. I think Double Strike here is pretty fun too. Let's try to close this game out quickly before they get too big. Let's hope they don't get too big for their britches here. Let's close it out. I got sticky fingers, they got stick fingers. Let's see who's got better fingers. I don't even know what that means, but all right. We do have double strike. All right, I gotta give them one. This can be cast from the graveyard. This isn't. This might be ready to. It doesn't matter. We're gonna try to exile some stuff out of the graveyard this next turn, anyways. That's annoying. We're going to lose this, which is super sad, but we gotta try. Well, we might not lose it. We'll see. I have to try. I've got double strike here on the Fairy Vandal, so I'm willing to trade that with the Demon if they want to, but it's totally up to them. They don't want to take 8, I'm sure. And if they want to block the Fairy Vandal and not take 8, they're going to have to double block the Hive. And if they double block the Hive, I can kill the Reflection of Kiki Jiki. It's honestly kind of good for me no matter which way you slice it. And I just took out their Titan of Industry. So feeling pretty good about that. When you cast this spell, reveal card, they're not casting it. Power and toughness are equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Yeah, that's not very worthwhile, which is kind of why I took the Titan over that. I remember it was more of like a setup card. I should have read it first, but ultimately I kind of had an idea of what it did. All right. Oh, they do go the route of taking out the Hive, so they're gonna take 8 here, and we get another card. Hopefully, land maybe? No land. All right, we're up to a 5/6 double strike though. They do have to do something about this before it's too late. And Burning Rune Demon, you know, they got their Reanimator cards, but they didn't get their big stuff in the graveyard, so that's pretty good. Kato's still alive. And if we've top decked the ability to go unblockable here. Oh, that deals 6 damage. Wow. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Dang, how do we have this many cards in hand and nothing to kill this? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's go ahead and play. Do we want to play another Fairy Vandal maybe? It's gonna take a long time to grow that thing big enough though. I don't know. We can't really attack this turn, can we? So I think we gotta look to draw a card and discard a card here. Okay. Probably going to drop the Reckoning Bankbuster. And I don't know, man. I don't know. We're in a bit of a bind here. This does 1 damage per turn. This could potentially look to kill them. I guess we just try to go wide, right? Let's try to go wide. I'm going to go play the Lizard Blades, play out the cat. All right, we're going wide. Next turn, we deal 1 damage with the, the Reckoning Raid. And we just got to get 1 more through. 1 more point of damage through. I was really, really hoping and looking for the bypass, man. Looking for the bypass. Whoops. All right, I got to give them 1 and put 1 in their graveyard. They can have... What's more expensive? They can have this. All right. That's fine. That's going to be a tap land. A tapped land and 4 more lands to work with. I mean, that could get him a Reanimator spell. I don't think so. They'd have to foretell. Yeah, I don't think they can. So Seize the Spoils comes down. That's good. We'll take that. We'll take that. And they're looking to do nothing. All right. Well, they lose the game then if I can get one of these attacks through. Just in case, we'll get this in and we'll give this Menace. We'll give this Menace. And that's game. Oh my goodness gracious. We actually pulled it out. That was a very, very close game, but oh, I'm so happy we took that one down. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end here. I do appreciate that a lot. We're going to break the deck down in full now, but before I do, huge shout out to you if you did make it this far, because it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm and you know, pumping my videos out to more people when you stay this long. So I do appreciate that so very much, and appreciate your support. With that being said, let's take a look at the list. So where do we start? I guess we start with the rogue class, right? Because that's kind of what we built the deck around. Really love this card. Built a deck around this in the past. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest deck, but it was a lot of fun. And so I wanted to try to make it a little bit more competitive, a little more fun. And that's what we tried to do today. And I thought to myself, there's some really cool cards that came out that play pretty similarly to the rogue class, because the rogue class is very specific in that your creature needs to hit the opponent, right? Well, there are other things that, you know, make our creature elusive, like bypass. So I thought, okay, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. Let's get cheap creatures, get a security bypass on it, and start doing the rogue class thing. And forgot about the fact that there's the sticky fingers out there, which such a great card. This card is wildly good, especially for a common, and only being 1 mana. But this thing generates us a ton of treasures. You saw how good that can be. And then when our creature dies, we draw cards, which is super great. So it kind of replaces itself. But this thing is so cool. So I had to throw it in the deck. And from there, I was like, okay, we've got something here now. We've got really cheap things that we can put onto our creatures, making it elusive, you know, getting us treasures, conniving us, and it's going to be stealing our opponent's cards. And from there, we kind of decided which creatures do we want to put in this deck. And I thought, you know, Fairy Vandal was pretty sweet. Mischievous Catgeist, also pretty sweet. Both kind of work hand in hand because, the Vandal wants to draw cards. Catgeist does draw cards and becomes an enchantment to put onto the Vandal. So there's really cool combo there. And then I thought to myself, Lizard Blades was a great addition because it gives double strike. So if we can hit our opponent twice, double the value. So that's kind of where we went with that. And I wanted to fill in the slot with just one more creature. And I couldn't think of a good creature to put in here. I've tried a couple different times of putting certain creatures in here, and I decided on the raid. And the reason I decided on the raid is because of the life gain and the life loss early on makes actually a pretty big difference, because early on we were losing games by like literal turns, like 1 or 2 turns, and the raid was a great way to kind of mitigate a bit of that life gain and life loss early on to maybe make a difference towards the late game. And it also generates a 2/2 body with menace, which we can start attaching things to. Let's say if the opponent, sweeps the board on turn 3 or whatever, and this thing's still kind of on, Saga 1 or 2, it'll then produce us another creature we can then put stuff onto and start the cycle all over again. So I really like the raid. There are other things obviously you can put in this deck as well. We'll go over that later. But I did also want to put in some spot removal in this deck because we kept running into decks that played really, really big things. And those big things were really hard to deal with. We could attack all day and steal their cards, but their thing was so big that it would come back and attack us and put us on a clock that we couldn't manage. So I did need to put quite a bit of spot removal in here, which we decided on Power Word Kill in Hero's Downfall because of the Planeswalker problems. And then we have 2 negates in here as a splash just to kind of hopefully protect our creatures. I know Slip Out the Back's a great way to do that as well, and you've got other options. By no means is this deck completely perfect. We're going to talk about, changes you can make to it in a moment, but we've also got Kato, which I thought was great added value as well. It just, generates us an unblockable creature, which plays so well with the rogue class, and then also drawing us a card. So that's the deck in a nutshell. We threw in 1 Hive because the Hive plays really well with this deck too, just in, doing the same sort of stuff that we wanted to do. But if you guys wanted to, you guys can make so many different adjustments to this deck. There's so many things you could try, with ninjutsu, you can, I don't know, you can put things like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, slip out the back. That card is very good at protecting your creatures. If you wanted to go that route, I personally didn't go that route because slip out the back is one of those things that's like, you want to get your creatures really, really big. Like, let's say you have the Virtuoso that's doing the double strike and it gets to like an 8/8. Clearly, the opponent's trying to remove that thing furiously, so Slip Out the Back is a really good tool. Typically, though, with our creatures, they're not that threatening. They're not really meant to be that threatening, and they're not looking to put your opponent on a clock where you're going to beat them down to death. So people tend to not want to waste their time on those cards. So Slip Out the Back, I had a bunch in the deck, but a lot of the times it wasn't the right time for it. I thought splashing in a couple negates was not only a good way to answer, problematic spells that maybe like invoke despairs or whatever, and planeswalkers, but also protected our creatures pretty well. But Slip Out the Back, a very viable option that you can put in the deck, could be even better, to be honest. And then there's some other, oh, what is the other ones, man? I'm trying to think of some other things here that I can kind of give you an idea on, but I'm sure you guys have already thought of a million things yourselves on how to make this thing better. But which, by the way, by all means, leave it in the comments below if you guys have any ideas on how to make this deck any better. But the names are slipping my mind right now, but there are some cards in here that you typically would see like in like a Magecraft build. Not so much like the Drake. The Drake, you know, being targeted by spells to draw cards is really cool, but we're not really focused on, you know, instant and sorcery type speed spells. Gosh, what the flyer that connives. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to find it right now. Just kind of passing through here, but I know what it's a 2-drop creature. So let me go and do this. I know a lot of you guys are screaming at me right now on the monitor, and I apologize. But we will find it here in a second. Oh, here it is. Okay. Shredder, Ledger Shredder. Gosh darn it. How did I not remember his name? Ledger Shredder is a great card you can put in the deck because it connives as well. It has flying. It's pretty elusive. This card gets bigger. You know, I mean, it gets bigger through conniving every time they cast their second spell, which is pretty cool. But there's a lot of things, guys. A lot of things you could put in here, make the deck better, make some adjustments to it. But by all means, make this deck your own. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you thought the deck played and, you know, what kind of ideas you might have for it. But that will conclude today's video. That's how we built the deck. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this deck a lot. And it was one of those decks where it was really hard for me to dial in. I was bouncing things around like crazy with this thing, which is a good problem to have because it just means there's a lot of options and a lot of routes you can go. But ultimately, just trying to make the rogue class work. I thought we did a pretty good job at doing that. And if you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below. But in the meantime, guys, that's going to conclude today's video. I wanted to give a huge shout out, as always, to the Marty Mob before I go. The Marty Mob is the membership program here on the channel. So all of these people help support the channel through their monthly memberships. And I got to say a huge thank you and shout out to them at the end of every single video and let them know just how much I do appreciate them. And if you guys want to become part of the Marty Mob, you can hit that join button down below or the link in the description. And lastly, we are going to be live tonight. Probably going to be doing, let me see what date it is. We're probably going to be doing just some grinding on the ladder, probably trying to get to numbers with our Mardu build. So if you want to come see me grinding some best of 1 with our Mardu list, maybe even our Abzan list, come check that out. We'll be live tonight, Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. So come on by, say what's up, and have some fun. But that'll conclude today's video. We'll see you guys on the next one tomorrow. And tomorrow should be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed tomorrow's deck. It's going to be another Mardu build, and it is going to be a sister call deck, which is it's actually really fun. But we'll see you guys then, and till next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.